on to you Geminis out here. So for you Geminis, you have the Star card, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles for you Geminis. So everything that you Geminis wanted to happen is starting to actually manifest itself. The reason why is because you put in the work. You know, people talk too much about manifestation and then expect something to actually happen. And it's like you just thinking about stuff that you want to happen, right? For the people who do that, they're just thinking about the stuff that they want to happen, but they don't actually have a plan. They need to actually do something sometimes. Sometimes the work has already been done prior to, and they just don't know about it yet. And all they have to do essentially is be patient, because they've already done the work. So the moon right here, the moon card, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles speaks to how a lot of you Geminis very much so finally starting to be able to actually grasp, hold, physically touch, right? Some of the things that you actually have been thinking a lot about actually. And this puts you in a position where you feel good about yourselves, right? The Four of Pentacles, you feel good about yourselves that you actually worked for this, because now no one can take it away from you. It's harder for people to take it away from you, and no one can say that you got it easily. You just got it just for existing. That would be a lie if they said that, right? You actually did pay your dues by putting in the work. And so there's a sense of accomplishments. There's a sense of accomplishment that comes along with the fact that you Geminis have been putting in the work. Better health, you know, going out on the runs, exercising, right? Managing your eating. And then you have then you Geminis have the Devil card and the Tower. And these two cards right here represent how, and a lot of you Geminis just understand that, you're just kind of reflecting on the times when you Geminis, if you Geminis wouldn't have actually had taken action, but you were talking about you were manifesting something, right? None of the things that you would have wanted that would have actually manifested because you didn't put in the work. See, again, it's 80-20. You want to put in 20%. You want to get to a point where you put in 20% and you get 80% of the results. And at first, you're going to have to start off a lot, right? Or I should say with most things. And then later on down the road, you'll have to just, taper off, right? Just slim it little bit by little bit. But not only that too, but also the fact that you Geminis feel good about yourselves, due to the fact that you don't have to worry about delusional, dysfunctional people anymore. Them running around, getting on your nerves, playing games with you and everything like that, right? Or maybe they're getting themselves into some trouble, and you Geminis are a part of it because you know them. And now they trying to always obligate you to help them out, help them get out of trouble, right? You free from all of that stuff. And then you have the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, I thought that was somebody. Anyway, got to be on point. But the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. And there's nobody that's necessarily going to come to my house, but you always just have to make sure, you know what I mean? You just got to have your head on your shoulders. I'm not paranoid anybody's going to come to my house. I'm just aware of what's going on around me. You feel me? Because wild stuff is happening today. You feel not today. I mean, like, just in general. So, you never know what might happen. So you just have to be prepared for anything. So, the point that I'm trying to make here with you Geminis is that the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, and a lot of people are not really going to be ready if they're not ready. And what this means is that if they're not really serious about actually doing good for themselves, doing better for themselves, and if they're not healed enough, they're not going to be able to be in a relationship with you. And this is one of the things that you Geminis understand. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. How are the two of you supposed to ever be in a relationship with one another if if you're on point, but they're not. They're not even trying to be on point. They don't want to do the work that it takes to be on point. And the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles right here represents. So that's the misunderstanding is going to happen. The misunderstanding is going to happen is there's no way that you and them are going to have a good relationship. The value systems are different. And I've talked about this before, and the Seven of Pentacles and the Star card represents how you're looking for someone to be able to build with. Like I said before, you Geminis, y'all want that. Y'all want that badly. But just not with anybody, right? Just not with someone that is going to take your presence for granted, you know? And I've talked about this ever so briefly before, but now I'm going to talk about it a little bit, right? It's the mentality, it's the laziness. Part of it is the laziness. Because if a person is on their grind, handling their business, and they putting in this effort, they kind of don't like people who make excuses all day as to why it is that they can't handle their business, despite the fact that they keep saying that they're going to handle their business. They keep talking about what it is that they're going to do. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. They're going to do that, right? But it's like, okay, but they keep claiming that they're going to do this, but how come is it that they haven't actually done that yet? How come they're not even on the process of doing that sometimes, right? They just talking just because it's word salad or whatever the case may be, right? I'm coming out with Kareemspiritworks tarot cards, and people are telling me that if I just need to manifest it. Now, the person doesn't even know what that means. They don't even realize that I'm already in the process, in conception, of coming out with tarot cards. Y'all know me. Y'all know that whenever I'm starting up a new project, if I said I'm going to get it done, and this is something that I legitimately want to do, then I'm definitely going to get it done. Y'all know this. Y'all know this already. You feel what I'm saying? So when a person isn't doing any kind of hard work or whatever, the person who is doing hard work could even get to know a person who doesn't do a whole lot of work. And if their value system isn't aligned, they're going to kind of be turned off by the person who has the more lazier, lax lifestyle. Because the person who's on the grind constantly, who's on this marathon with whatever it is, they're going to be looking at it like, well, why is it that you're not as disciplined? Why is it that you just sit on your butt and you wait for everybody else to handle their business for you, and you just live up in the lap of luxury? It's a mentality that comes along with it. A person who is on the grind has a different mentality to a person who doesn't want to do it, or a person who's lazy, or a person who's gotten into the rhythm of not actually perpetual movement, right? Like they've just now beginning to start the motion, but the acceleration, the force of them moving forward, because they're choosing not to stop, they haven't gotten into that acceleration. They haven't gotten into the swing of things, right? So because of that fact, right, they look at those type of people like it's two different breeds, because it is. So you Geminis literally wouldn't even, that's what I'm trying to say, like y'all wouldn't even get along with said people. You couldn't. This is what I was referring to the other day when I was saying that people in my neighborhood who know me, who see me, when they do see me, they give me daps, and they go, they dap me up, and then they go, yo, I ain't seen you in a minute. And there's nothing that I can say to them, because what do I say to them? What kind of conversation could be had? I'm investing in stocks. I wrote 3 books. I run a business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they gonna understand? You think even if I told them that, it would really inspire them, where they go, yo, I'm inquiring. I want to learn this too. Serious. I'm serious. Put me on. Can you help me with this, right? Can you suggest to me? Or can you not even suggest, but like, you're not telling them what stocks to buy, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell them what it is that you did, because they're serious. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what would I even tell them at this point? and I just don't say anything, because I'm just like, yo, like, what do I even say at this point? That's how removed I am from this stuff. So to clarify the star card, you have the Queen of Swords, the World, the High Priestess, the King of Swords, and then you Geminis have the Eight of Pentacles. This is my point, right? The fact that you are looking for that kind of connection. You're looking for that excellence, right? That person that can match you, as well as, even if you Geminis want to be single for the time being, you're still looking to grow and develop everything that you started. You want the star card. You want, regardless of whether if you're in a relationship or not, whether you want to be in a relationship or you don't want to be in one, you don't want this thing to stop. You don't want it to be cut short. You Geminis want to continue to develop, and it is. But you Geminis also have to learn to be patient. Okay, you have to learn to be wise, make good decisions. The King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, and you may have to do this on your own. But you Geminis have to be prepared to keep developing on your own. But you also may have, and what I mean by that is, yes, on your own, but also you may have to be prepared to live a life where your love life may not be on and popping. Not because you're not looking, but because the hyenas, right, that come to you. So either way, right, regardless of whatever you're into, there's hyenas on both sides. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Subscribers, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace.